The Lonely Miss Misery. Anyone who says that the old race from Karatana are the most conceited people of this world has clearly never met a thoroughbred Marantian. Sure, the mages may have sizable egos, but you know what? Here in Marant, we invented ego, just as we invented about everything else. You think that the Festival of the Fallen Leaf is a beautiful custom originating from Saratha? Think again. We've been hugging trees at the start of fall before Sarathians decided on a name for the leafy godling. You think that the story of Detective Baruchin was created by a prominent writer from the Arm of Ryal? Have you met Detective Chinden? Yeah, he was ours, and he was changing Baruchin's diapers. And if you think you can go anywhere in Saria without speaking Marantian and accomplish anything, well, you might be correct here. If you're good at pantomime, that is. Yes, Marant is the cradle of all civilization. And hence we, Marantians, live in a world of customs and traditions. One such tradition begins on the day we are born. Long time ago there was a Marantian writer, and he, curse his name, it's Jane Dolayan, by the way, may the afterlife twist his nipples, wrote a story that moved the hearts of the masses. The tale itself is quite irrelevant here. But there was one thing in it. One thing I will never ever forgive Mr. Layan for. And the thing goes by the name The Red Mother. Now, you may be generally familiar with the custom. It's spread far and wide under different names and philosophies, but the idea stays close. The Red Mother is a female member of the newborn's family, who is to accept the child as her own and, if need be, to help the parents raise it. In Marant, the Red Mother has one more task. She is to bless the kid. Of course, your regular Red Mother will give the baby a kiss, a lovely smile, and then she'll say some irrelevant words about sending good energies and whatnot. We're no mages here after all. But you see, regular is for the lucky. The lucky can be blessed. Little old me. And not so much. I may exaggerate on occasion, but trust me, not this time. My Red Mother, Mrs. Conba, is the most spiteful, bitter being in existence, who, I have no doubt, will yet outlive me, even though her face is so wrinkled I can barely see the evil in her eyes nowadays. My Red Mother did not bless me. Oh no. My Red Mother cursed me. On the day of my birth, she whipped out her witching stick, and she spanked my soul as she would later spank my behind whenever I came to steal her candy. And you might say, yada yada, that's not how you curse people. But I've given it a lot of thought. 33 years of thought. I've made charts, I've made accusations, I've made mistakes. And this really is the only possibility left. I am cursed. Because what other reason could there possibly be for me to still be single? I'm an absolute delight, come on! The voice of the weaver brought me back to reality. The man was standing proudly in the middle of our bar-turned chapel, surrounded by red and golden flowers of all kinds, and an unhealthy amount of whimsical ribbons. Ladies and gentlemen of Beaver Bog, we are here today, he began, but Mrs. Baizan, mother of the bride, cut him off right away. Foxfen, she corrected the man and glared him down. Ladies and gentlemen of Foxfen. Ever since Sir Llewellyn left, our ceremonies were at the mercy of random travelling weavers. And it was, to put it lightly, suboptimal. We sure missed Sir Q. But to be honest, nobody could blame him when he jumped ship the moment he got a chance to get out of this dump and ride into the wild, wide world. Oh well. The summons say Beaver Bog. The weaver pulled out a piece of paper from his pocket and showed it to Mrs. Baizan. And so does the map. Will you trust this piece of paper that went through both sides of a dog, or the living human beings in front of you? Mom, please. Rallis tried, but not too hard. There was no winning with her mother, so one would be wise to spare oneself the hassle of trying to. But, dude, let it go. I cut the weaver off when he opened his mouth to say something stupid again. I threw one leg over the other and assumed a lazy, commanding position reeking of authority. We're the people of Foxfen. Now can you please marry these two so we can get to the fun part? Raleigh shot me a glare that was a cute mix of worry, confusion, and, frankly, curiosity. I mean the weaving! I raised my arms in defense. I know what you mean, my best friend replied. That's the problem. You're weird, Eri. And in other news, water's wet, chimed in her husband-to-be. Ah, Vyomi, the universe's greatest mystery. With his puffy white collar and hair standing proud in a ponytail on top of his head like a narwhal's horn, he shakily threaded the thin line between fancy and hilarious. I mean, was it anyone else, there would be no threading to speak of, just a face dive into hilarity. But Vyomi had spent years brainwashing us to think his taste was something acceptable. I guess it paid off. I shot him a sideways glance from my pose of authority and waved at the weaver to let the man know we were done chatting away his precious time. You're weird, Eri, she said. Yes, being more excited about the quiet weaving than the actual wedding party that preceded it could be considered unusual. But what they didn't know was that their weaving was a cog in my master plan. The only and the most important cog, but a cog nonetheless. For today, drawing from the energy of their unending love, I would break my curse. Today was the day I would find my love. Erini! Raleigh shouted my name. What? Ribbons? You were supposed to tie mine? Oh, right, sorry. I got up and with the widest of grins hurried towards the happy couple. As suspected, it melted the scowl off Rallis's face in seconds. Told you, I'm a delight. Was thinking of how happy I am for the two of you, I said. Finally binding. I took a delicate red ribbon, made of the most expensive variety of silk, shipped straight from Natral, and tied it around Rallis's shoulders, laying the ends gently in her open hands. Girin, Vyomi's sister, did the same to him, and then, when the newlyweds entwined their fingers, Girin and I joined the ribbon ends in masterful knots. Customs, customs, customs. Beautiful customs. But where was I? Ah, yeah. Today was the day Mrs. Konda could suck it.